All right, new week, fresh start, workout done, off to work.
All right, we're back, baby. The last 2 days, I didn't properly work out, so we are back. It's a brand new day. Guess what time it is? Time for eggs. I worked out. It was way harder than I thought, but I'm really proud of myself, feeling good. Feeling a little sore, but I'm feeling good. Showered and got ready, so I'm about to go to work to film. However, I am like shaky hungry, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make some eggs, my favorite thing in the world, and then eat some, maybe a banana or some fruit, and then I have to collect some products. The video I'm filming today is for later, obviously, but it's makeup that's kind of like on the chopping block, like things I'm not sure I feel, but like I'm pretty sure I needed to declutter. We're gonna try those on. So need to collect things for that, and I'm trying to decide if I wanna film me collecting them, like me picking them out. So I need to make that decision, but first, I can't think straight until I eat, so we're gonna do that.
Okay, sorry, I was wearing a hat, now I have hat hair. So, okay. I got to work, and I went to wash my hands, and opened up the faucet, and there was no water at all. No water. So I was like, I went around and I tried a couple different things, and it was the weirdest thing because like in the kitchen, we had full water pressure for cold and absolutely nothing for hot. Kept messing around with different things and finally figured out a couple things. So I'll put a few videos here. So I filmed a bunch of videos for my friend Ben because Ben's like a plumber. He can figure all this kind of stuff out. So I was like, before I have like somebody come out and look at this, can you look at these videos and see if you can figure out? So I'll stop here. I'll show you some of these videos. Just keep in mind, I didn't film them, as my mom would say, for content. I didn't film them for content. I filmed them to send to Ben. So they're kind of weird and like, I'll cut most of it out. But anyway, you can kind of see what I'm talking about, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing now. All right, Master Plumber Ben, I have a question because something weird's going on and I can't figure it out. So before I call a plumber, hopefully you're like, oh, I know how to fix this. Okay, so we have like no water anywhere, but like we have it in random places. So like this is hot, and the water's actually getting hot, and we turn to cold. There's a little bit, but it's really, really low pressure. In the laundry room, there's a teeny tiny bit of water. I just got some video of it. It's like coming in like normal. It seems a little low, but like we have some hot water in there. But upstairs is a different story. Right around here, there's like a trickle. It's a little better than what it was. A trickle of hot water, a trickle of cold water. Normally the water pressure is much better, so like that's really low. In here, okay, well now it's at least a little bit. There was no hot water. When I turned this on a minute ago, there was absolutely no hot water, but full blast cold. Whereas in other ones, there's like no, like a trickle of cold water. This has full blast cold water. And then upstairs, just a minute ago, when I opened up any of the faucets or the showers, no water at all. Nothing hot, a trickle of cold. And then when I turned this on, nothing happened. Oh. Okay, so there's a little bit of water coming out now. Well, kind of, not really. Any ideas? What's going on? Did a pipe freeze? The water heater's only 2 years old, so that's new, but it's also hot and cold, but also some of the cold seems to work fine. So, any ideas? That looks fine. Oh, see, now it's not working again. These, just a minute ago, were working. No cold water and no hot water. But this one, they both had water coming out a minute ago. Oh boy. Hot water is flowing. There's no aerator on that one. I mean, it's there, but it's not strong. Okay, so that's the stuff that I sent to Ben. I was like, can you help me figure this out? He finally helped me figure out that if we did a bypass on the water softener, he's like, do the bypass on the water softener. So basically we just go around the water softener. And the second I did that, all of a sudden we had full water pressure everywhere. So I was like, okay, at least we figured out there was an issue with the water softener and that's what was causing it. So I still have the bypass on that. He said it'd be a good idea to go ahead and drain your water heater. And he said what might have happened is there's a bunch of construction going on around here. These old pipes got jumbled around, a bunch of junk got loosened up, whatever. So he said, do this, see if a bunch of junk comes out of the water softener. So I'm going to catch the first few gallons of this and see if it's like really dirty or like a bunch of sediment, whatever. He said it's possible that we could maybe try and clean out the water softener. Like you can buy some stuff to clean it out. If not, we might just have to get a new water softener. So that's fun. Water pressure's back. Water softener's not working right now because it's bypassed, but I'll figure that out later. But I am going to go ahead and drain the water heater. So I've got the garden hose hooked up here, and I've got that running to a bucket out here just for now, just to catch the first, like I said, 5 gallons. It's a blue bucket, so it might be kind of hard to tell the water color, but it's the only bucket I have here, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, it looks like it's running pretty clear. So I don't know. I don't know if it's got a bunch of sediment in it or what. But I mean, it's cloudy obviously, but I think that's just the heat. I can't tell. But it looks pretty clean. Well, I'm not totally sure because all that water was very clear. So I'm going to do a couple regen cycles on the water softener and see if that makes a difference. I know, like I said, I did it at home, a like water softener cleaner thing. So I might do that, see if that kind of clears out any of the junk and stuff in there, assuming there is junk and stuff in there. Anyway, that's kind of where we are on that, but at least we have water again. So that's exciting.
All right. So I have been off camera for quite a while. It's like later in the day. I filmed a video and I've been trying to get organized, basically answering some emails, sending some invoices and making a bunch of links, but then also just get organized in other ways. Like for the coming year, I was just chatting with my editors. Like, I just feel like it's one of those days that my brain feels like it's in 1,000 places at the same time. But I've gotten a lot done, which is great. So regardless of how I feel, I guess that's it. I was very productive and got a lot done. But I still feel like my list of things is so long. And I feel like there's so many things outside of like worky things that I have got to get done. Like I don't know how you guys do like kind of getting organized for what gifts you need to buy people, etc. But usually what we will do is we'll have a shared note and we'll kind of type out like, okay, who do we need to get gifts for this year? In my side of the family and in his, and then like in our little immediate family. And like for the girls, that's easy. Like, you know what I mean? And like for him, I already know, but I'm like, I have not bought him any of the things though that I know I want to. And we are really inching closer. So I'm like, I've got to get this done at some point. So I'm like, maybe I'll spend the next 20 minutes. There's other work I really need to get done, but I'm like, that could wait for me to at least get some things ordered. I always in my dream world want to be able to go out to stores and like spend that time. But looking at our calendar, I'm like, I don't know when. Especially like trying to find time to just like go out without the kids to buy them things, but then like trying to find the time to like go out to stores. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going around in circles, but I think I'm at least, even if I don't get anything ordered today, I want to at least like figure out like, okay, what is our gift list this year? For like my side of the family, for Tyler's, like I was just talking to my side of the family and we're doing like a gift exchange that we do every year, like a $20 maximum type thing, and deciding, do we want those to be silly gifts or like kind of more useful? And we lean towards useful. So I think we're going to do that. But then I need one and Tyler needs one. You know what I mean? And then like for my side of the family, there are so many kids, which is incredible, but I'm talking like 20 something kids. So like we don't all buy gifts for all the kids because that would be too much. So, but I like my goddaughter is one of them. So I usually will get her a little something, since we're her godparents, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing, but I need to have that on the list or else I won't do it. Also, I'm just now remembering I had planned to send a package to my brother and I have a couple things for that, but I wanted to get at least 1 or 2 more things and I need to actually mail that. So I don't know. I told myself, I'm going to remind myself that I don't want to feel stressed about these kinds of things because these are not the things that really matter. And I know that. And I know that if I could just like, maybe if like today, after we put the kids in bed, like maybe I could just like sit down alone with my laptop and like get organized. Cause like now we're inching into like, I need to go. Anyway. All right. Thanks for letting me vent, guys. How are you guys doing with your gifting this year? Okay, you know how they say when you need to get something done and you have all the time in the world, you won't get it done. Like you will fill the space of time you have. But when you have no time, you somehow manage to get so much done in short amounts of time. You guys, I just got done in like 45 minutes with a ton of our Christmas shopping. That's all. And I'm pretty proud. And I even had some new ideas that I hadn't had that came to me while I was browsing around. And so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling much more organized. I'm glad I took the time while I had no one in my ear, you know what I mean, to be focused and get a lot of it done. So I'm feeling instantly a lot more at ease. So yay for that. Now it's time to head home.
But you see, remember I told you there's 2 keys and 3 keys? And when you start, you're looking for the 2 keys. When you're doing this one, though, you're looking for 3 keys. So you found the 3 keys, and it starts right there.
Can I try?
Mm-hmm.
Like this one and that one. So
Yep.
this one and that one, then that one and that one?
And that one.
Okay.
You skip that one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the start of part of your world. Okay, go get it. Do I what?
Like squat your finger down there. Do.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try my piano.
Okay.
You want that?
Genevieve just got home, and you're not going to believe this. This has never happened. She said, "Can you play a song on the piano?" And I said, "Yes, I can." So we decided on Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. And she wanted me to show her how to play the first part. Yeah, not like that. She's going to get her piano to try it on her little toy piano. There you go. You got it. Okay, here. Okay, go ahead. Bring it down here.
No, you can have one.
Your piano's more travel friendly than mine. You're killing it, man. Do you want me to show you the next part?
Okay.
All right, come on down. I think you do too. And then go to the next one. Yep. There you go. So you do twice and twice. Hi friends, so we are going to make some soup tonight. Now this is one of my all-time favorite soups. I have been making this for years and years and years. And I've been messing with it. I've added more, I've changed things, I've changed amounts. I have been honing in on this recipe for years. And the last 2 times I've made it, the flavor was amazing, but normally I make it with lima beans. And I think what happened was I overcooked the lima beans because the soup at the end, like it had a bitterness to it. And both times it was because, get distracted with, doing other things around the house. It cooked too long. And I know that if you overcook lima beans, they can get really bitter and kind of gross. So I've been making it with lima beans forever. I'm going to try it now with cannellini beans. Yeah, we're doing bean talk, people. We're talking beans. So I really am excited because I have honed in on the flavors for the rest of the soup. And the last thing that I think I need to figure out is just get rid of the lima beans and try a different bean. If this works like I think it is, you guys are going to love this soup. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, I say to you, welcome to the cutting board. Plate it up and give it a try. I think it's just about perfect. It's very, very hot. I think I finally did it, Jess.
Did you?
I finally nailed it. It's very hot, be careful.
Alright.
No, good try. I want to get your reaction. I could do a little
Smells
bit.
very fall. Trey fall.
That's it. It's it's the most warming, cold winter night, cold fall night soup.
Oh my gosh, if you like pumpkin soup, squash soup a thing, that kind of thing, you would love this.
But
this
I just love
good.
that warmth.
I like it better non-lima beans.
I agree. Well, so that was another reason I forgot to bring up earlier. So the last 2 times I made it, they were kind of bitter, but also you just don't like lima beans.
I like them okay, but it's just not. If I'm picking, I like a lot of different beans. Yeah. Lima beans are low on my list.
You prefer something like this, right? I think I could do just a touch less liquid or a touch more beans.
Okay.
Because I think the other ones, Anyway, but other than that,
wow.
I'm really happy with this. All right, I will update it on my website and link it below.
So that soup, we both ended up with 2 helpings of that.
I'm really happy with how that turned out. Like I said, I've been kind of futzing with it for years, and I finally had it exactly how I wanted, but I kept messing up the lima beans. I'm like, all right, maybe that's the problem. And this is
gotta kick the lima beans out of there.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And they're just so much easier. You don't have to soak them all day like I normally did and all that stuff. This is easier.
Because it's not complicated, but you're already doing some prep when you're cutting up the celery, you're cutting up the thing, you got to bake the sweet potatoes. But oh my gosh, and really it makes. Did you double the recipe or you left it?
I made it just a normal one. We had 2 helpings and then we had a whole big bowl.
We still have a ton left over, which is awesome lunch.
Yeah, and healthy. Most soups taste better the next day because the flavors have time. They get to know each other in the pot, and so it might be even better tomorrow.
Shoot.
Well, and what's cool because I know I've done that in the past, and I've actually made it this one with lima beans, and you can make it the day before, and then if you have company coming over, you just throw it back on the stove or in a crock pot, warm it back up, and it tastes even better the next day.
100%.
So, yeah, I'm really happy with that.
Well,
so
I'm thrilled.
I'll update it on my website and link it below if you guys are curious. And if you do try it, please let me know how it is, because
Yeah, heck yeah.
and like I said, I think you're right. It's a little more fall.
But I mean, does it matter? No.
No, it's still just a warm because it's got like nutmeg
It's got
and
that little
cinnamon.
bit of sweet, but it also has that savory. It's perfect.
And I didn't tell you because you would have.
There's a little kick to it.
There's a touch of cayenne in it.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I'm a baby with spice, and it was
It's
totally.
a teeny bit, but
it was not spicy.
It is
at
a
all.
warm soup.
Yeah, I do recommend.
We finished 8-Bit Christmas.
Cried.
So yeah, it's called 8-Bit Christmas. I said it too fast the other day, so I was like, "What did you say?" It's called 8, like the number 8-bit Christmas. It was really cute.
It was
I loved it.
really cute. The ending was so adorable.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was fun as we're watching. Of course, we talked
cute.
about, but yeah, I genuinely recommend that.
Yeah, it was great.
Anyone. It was cute.
It was on HBO Max, but I think it's also streaming on Hulu.
I think it's on Hulu as well.
So
I was
if
talking
you're
to my sister about
trying
it.
to stream that or something like that.
Yeah. I feel like anymore, so many movies are on multiple platforms, which is kind of nice.
Really? I feel like that's.
I
Not the
feel
case
like
at all.
randomly when I'll look, maybe not like crazy new ones, but I feel like when I'll search like certain ones, it'll be like available on Hulu and on Max and on Prime Video. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's.
I feel like some of them are like that. You're right. But
Maybe
yeah,
I'm thinking of like kids things I'm looking at. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gigi's gotten really into Dragon Tales, we told you.
Yeah.
And she's been like in the car, can we listen to the Dragon Tales song? And we're like, honey, I don't think it's on like Apple
Dragon
Music. Like you gotta find it on YouTube and then listen to it that way,
It's good.
It is a good song.
It's a bop. So I was telling Jessica and Genevieve the other day, when I was in like middle school, I had like a 12-inch TV in my room. And it was the coolest
That
TV.
is the height of luxury.
The height, and I'm pretty sure it had a VCR in it. Oh yeah, it was cool.
I didn't know you were doing that well. That actually would have been.
You know what? I'm pretty sure it came out. My family owns an RV dealership. My oldest brother has taken over it now, and I'm pretty sure it came out of an old RV, and that's why I had it.
Give it new life.
If I remember right. Anyway, it had this really cool feature where you could use it as an alarm. And so, like, before school, like, a lot of them have, like, sleep timers. So, like, if you're falling asleep watching TV. But this had an alarm in the morning, so it would turn on as the alarm. And I would always set it to channel 20, WFYI, because when my alarm went off at 6:30 or whatever, like, every single morning, right as the TV turned on, it was the Dragon Tales theme song.
Dragon Tales.
And I was in 8th grade watching Dragon Tales, and I was living life, man.
I feel like that's the age where I remembered almost reverting a little bit and, like, enjoying Rugrats again, or whatever it was. I don't know.
It's like, oh, man, homework sucks. Being a kid was so much better, and I didn't know.
I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah. There's something to that for sure. You regress a little bit to childhood.
Or maybe you just never grew out of it. You just
don't care what your friends think as much.
No, I wouldn't have told my friends at the time. I just would have done it on my own at home.
See, my friends, we would have like made a bit of it. You know what I mean? Like we would have, because we knew we were gonna make fun of each other about it. So like it became like you almost tell them beforehand, because if they find out you watch Dragon Tales in the morning,
you just gotta own it,
and you didn't tell them. Oh, then you're going to get roasted. But if you bring up, like, man, I watch Dragon Tales every morning, they're like, oh, cool, man. 8th graders.
Got it. That sounds about right.
Oh, man, I love Dragon Tales. It's so cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, do you remember that episode where...
Man. Started to look like...
Gotta be... Mine, I feel like in 8th grade for me, it was like the men... LOL. The boys. It was like... What was it? Like the brick wall haircut? Where it's like sticking straight up?
Yeah.
You don't remember that? All in the front. Just straight.
Yeah, I feel like that was... A little bit, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. It was some of them were long,
like straight up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I was trying to make myself look like an alpaca, but I didn't.
Okay, yeah, I did not realize that haircut. I think my nephew has that haircut, maybe more than one of them. Where it's like it looks like an alpaca. I didn't realize that's like what that's called. I don't know. Like, did he go in and say, "I want the alpaca"?
I was just gonna say,
or is that actually
what can I do for you, son? I'll take
know?
the alpaca, please and thank you.
But it's exactly what it looks like.
Perm me.
Perm now. Any of you guys get a perm? They still offer perms, probably.
Yeah, to high school boys.
I mean,
I remember at one point I wanted to get a perm, and my mom shut that down, which is very smart on her part. I don't know why I wanted a perm, but I know there was something that I was trying to emulate somebody.
Yeah, I'm like, who was it? Josh Groban, early Josh Groban. Remember, like,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Glad your mom shut that
Thanks,
down.
Mom.
Lies.
She was pretty good with letting us do, whatever we wanted, but she had her limits. She's like Tyler,
regarding- yeah.
no perm.
I draw the line at perm. That's
he's like,
awesome.
you can have self-expression, but no, we're drawing the
We're
line.
not doing perm.
And you know what's funny? It's probably if I had done it like a week later, I'd have been like, oh no, this is
Yeah.
bad. Anything else?
I think that's it. It was a good day of getting back. I ended up getting a little bit more laundry done while you were making dinner, and I was between laying down one kid versus the other.
Yeah.
I got one load of laundry folded, and then I switched the girls.
Nice.
It's been so long since that. Usually, I'll wash the two girls like hampers. I'll just mix them and wash them all in the washer at the same time, and that's like good for the week. It has been so long. Their Thanksgiving dresses that they wore. So I'm like, okay, so it's at least been that long. It's been like over 2 weeks. I've never done that with the kids' clothes.
Yeah.
They've been fine. So it tells me they got plenty of clothes, But it's going to feel good to kind of feel like that's more complete.
Especially Felicity. She's got so many hand-me-downs, on top of everything. So she's good. She's like, I can go a month.
You know what's funny is the shirt that Felicity was wearing today was technically like a 5T. Like it was technically Gigi's shirt, although it was too small on her. So we ended up I looked at it, I'm like, I feel like this could fit Felicity now.
Yeah.
So I just put it in her drawer and it did.
Yeah.
It was maybe a little big, but not, it was cute. Looked like a little oversized hoodie. It was cute. Anyway, all right.
Speaking of that, back to what we were talking about though, I cannot wait to get a haircut. I've been so scraggly. I had a haircut like before Thanksgiving lined up, and then I had to cancel it. Or like, at the beginning of like November. And then I rescheduled to right before Thanksgiving, had to cancel it again. So, like, I am Scraggle City. And no.
It needs some taming.
What's the
There's
tame?
so many hairs sticking straight out that poke me.
I put beard oil in it.
That's not...
There's no way...
There's certain ones.
Well, I mean...
I'm gonna go through while you're sleeping and poke out the ones.
It varies from day to day, though. Just because, like, I have my trimmer and I let go, like, slightly down, you know what I mean, to, like, cut them all off. But then the next day, another one comes up in its face.
Yeah, it's like everyone had that social studies teacher in middle school that had the crazy eyebrows that you would just be looking at them, and every day different hairs were sticking out. And me.
It's like
I had a different one every year, and it was always an older guy that had brows like that.
It's like when a tree falls in the rainforest, and that allows the foliage that has been under the canopy to start.
Oh, that's right. You
finally showing up and taking.
So
over
when
that
you
spot.
take care of some, new ones take their place.
Yeah.
It's like when you pull a gray hair and 100 gray hairs take its place. So when I heard that
and then
phrase,
it's like the Santa Claus.
That's what I was just.
I'm in big trouble.
Oh well, no, that's better than what I was gonna say. I was gonna say as a kid. I remember hearing that phrase, like, well, if you pluck one out, 10 more will take its place or whatever. Yeah. And I pictured, like, me getting older and, like, plucking one out and then going to sleep and then waking up the next day with a full head of white hair. Just full white.
Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense to me.
Were you just checking my hair for grays?
No, I was trying to think of something funny to say and I couldn't think of anything, so... Meet my
You already did it. Meet my eye line, Jim.
All right. Anyway.
All right. We're clearly going in circles.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.